Welcome back to Hawk Talk, your source for all things National Park Nighthawk Athletics here on the Nighthawk Network. With the athletic director, Rich Thompson, I'm Mark Oliver, sports information for Nighthawk Nation. Hawk Talk is presented by the following sponsors: by Natural Hearing Centers, Ouachita Children's Youth and Family Services, Allen Tillery Auto Group, First Security, and CHI St. Vincent. If you would like to support Nighthawk Athletics, you can do so by visiting us online at np.edu/athletics. Coach, welcome back. Things are just so busy here at National Park College. All the sports are going on, either getting ready for their upcoming seasons, well into their seasons. It is a great time to be a member of Nighthawk Nation.
Absolutely, man. We've got everybody going, and baseball's going in full swing, so that takes me out of the office a lot more than I probably need to be sometimes. So, but it's exciting. We're going as hard as we can go. Obviously, midterm's about to come up for our athletes, so that's something we've got on a priority list as well.
Let's start at the top. Men's soccer is still undefeated, Coach, as we're getting closer to the middle of October now. What an exciting turnaround this has been for Grant Gartner's guys this year. They're all super excited for the success they've had this week. They've got a big game as they will have Dallas Cedar Valley come in. And, of course, we had mentioned the last time that we were here, that big conference series with North Ark. It got rescheduled, but it's still up and coming, and that's going to be really good collegiate soccer coming up.
100%. This is a massive step for them. They've done a great job of just turning around the program and really scheduling the competition that they needed to see to get ready for their competition against North Ark here in conference.
Yeah, so with 6 games left to go, it's a team that's still undefeated. And, Coach, another team hitting their stride right now is the Nighthawk Women's soccer team, looking better and better each and every game. What can you say about Grant Gartner's women this season?
They've done a really good job of staying positive and keeping with their programming. They've got a big game coming up as well. They're going to go to Muskogee and play Bacone. I hope that they can come home with some wins, and that'll be great for the women's program.
Of course, down at Dallas College Cedar Valley on the road, they almost put it together real close there, a nail biter, and of course they score the tying goal as time expires. And I know that this is a team that is super excited of the way that they've grown. And be on the lookout for our Nighthawk interview with Jada Hammett this week, who breaks down that game further. Coach, let's backtrack a little bit. I know it's been a little bit since we've talked, but men and women's cross country has been on a tear this season as well. Here at National Park College, the Van Davis Memorial 5K, I saw all the different Nighthawk teams out there helping support and volunteer for such a great event. And Nighthawk men and women's cross country showed up and showed out. Congratulations to Miguel Mendez, our top overall finisher in the event, and Brooke Wyatt, the top female finisher in the event, had, I believe, 4 Nighthawk women finishing in the top 10 in the women's division, and 3 men for the Nighthawks finishing in the men's division. An overall really great showing for Jason Armitage's team.
Yeah, what a spectacular turnout and a spectacular event that was put on by the foundation here. Everybody that was out there really enjoyed it. It was an exceptional event. Our cross-country teams did really well. And don't leave Dr. Hogan out on that one. Dr. Hogan put in a good time as well.
He had a really strong finish, actually. He medaled there at the trophy ceremony at the end. So it's really great to see, the community come out in droves. A lot of local Garland County residents, and then some from all over the state of Arkansas. And what a memorable thing this has been in memory of Van Davis. And I can't wait to see what this becomes in the future. Coach, as we switch gears, you mentioned baseball. Baseball has been busy. Of course, you guys have been out in the community volunteering as well. Saw you at the Miracle League last week, and you've got something else coming up at Majestic Park this week. When are your baseball guys not busy giving back to the community of Hot Springs?
We 100%. We did 1,000 hours of community service last year. So, and I want to almost up that again. So, we have many opportunities coming up. We're going to go do some things with the fire department like we did last year, the police department. We always like to keep those guys, in our hearts and get to know those guys because they protect our community just like we want, just like we do appreciate them. So we're going to do some fun things with that again. We're going to be at Majestic Park doing a bat demo day, which is going to be exciting for the young kids out there. Miracle League coming up this week. We have the basketball team out there next Tuesday for Miracle League as well. And then I think soccer is out there the next week following. That was a great experience. Those kids out there just having fun, having fun playing baseball. And they got to hang out with our boys and really experience a really fun, motivating experience.
That's what it's all about, Coach. And of course, your team is still playing baseball this fall as well. Had a big trip to Tennessee last weekend, a huge win over State Fair Community College. Break that down for us. What did you learn about your team this past week?
We're fine tuning a little bit here. Fall is such a tricky beast. You want to get everybody the opportunity to show you what they can do, and that's where we are. We're in the 100% of just who's our guys for the next season. How do those guys help us? Are they going to be the guys that we take to the end of the year and hopefully potentially start at the beginning of the year?
And, of course, a big series coming up this weekend. You'll head down to Magnolia and got a couple other opponents for you. Can you give us a preview of this weekend's matchup?
Yeah, we come down to Magnolia. So we've heard the rumors that South Ark's pretty good this year. We actually catch them for the first game of the day down there. And then we take on Hill College, which we had a great game against last year and ended up beating them last year. Our schedule's been very different this year in the fact that we've scheduled a whole bunch of Division I JUCOs. And as well as the 4-year guys, they don't play their freshmen anymore. That's something that's really developed this year is that I think we've put ourselves a little bit on the map in the respect that you've got to bring your guys to beat us.
Coach Autumn Wyatt's softball program looking good, looking in mid-season form already. They had a great series sweep over the University of the Ozarks last Saturday at Hot Springs World Class High School. And it was kind of a family reunion of sorts, Coach, as we got to see 4 former Nighthawks dressed in Eagles uniforms and playing against the Nighthawks. There was lots of hugs and photos taken and a lot of memories shared for those former Nighthawks coming back home. They said it felt really weird to be there, yeah. But Nighthawks got 2 very big wins, winning 24-4 in Game 1 and 9-1 in Game 2.
Yeah, it was great for those girls to catch up, where you've come from and really think about the experiences that you had as a Nighthawk, because that's what we're all here for. We're here to give experiences and here to get those people to the next level. The beauty of that is that they are all at the next level, and they get to come back and enjoy playing it maybe against us this time.
So cool that many of them, they went on to the next level, and at least 4 of them are still playing together as teammates. What a cool thing there. Coach, last but not least, Nighthawk basketball is right around the corner. November 1st will be here before we know it. And we talked about the community. Women's basketball's been out in the community recently as well. They volunteered last weekend at the Hot Springs Documentary Film Festival at the Arlington Hotel. We caught up with some of the girls and, volunteering, whether it's the merch table or in guest services, helping people find their seats kind of thing. And it was really cool to see them learn about the history of the Hot Springs Documentary Film Festival. They had a lot of fun that weekend.
Excellent. I haven't caught up with Dominic about that. It's such a great event for Hot Springs. It's such a busy event. It shows Nighthawks out in the community, and that's what we're all about. We want everybody to, have their high school, but we also want them to have that Nighthawk shirt or that Nighthawk hat and know what we're doing here, and then we're out in the community trying to make it better.
And, of course, this week, we're going to get our first preview at the men and women, a little event that we've created brand new. It's called Nighthawk Madness here at the National Park College Kettle, the gym. And Thursday night, 6 p.m., there's going to be a Globetrotter routine and skills competitions, dance competitions. The cheer team for National Park will be performing. We even have, I believe it's the 7th grade basketball team for Hot Springs coming out. Big community event. Admission is just one non-perishable food donation to the Nighthawk Helping Hand Pantry. This is going to be a really big deal, something really exciting to watch.
Yeah, I'm kind of a little nervous but excited because I got to watch a little bit of what was going to transpire on Thursday, and it's going to be well worth the admission.
Yeah, they're going to be bringing their A game for sure. Coach, it is a busy week for Nighthawk Athletics as always. Thank you so much for your time. You can catch the Nighthawks on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. For the coach, Rich Thompson, I'm Mark Oliver. This has been Hawk Talk on the Nighthawk Network.